Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, I'm Andrea Long. I am the founder of Women Have a Purpose on the Move. And it is week one of the Winner Circle edition, okay? So week one is focus on the goal, knowing your goal and vision, all right? And I'm really, truly excited to start this out. Again, if you want to join us on the Winner Circle, we have live group discussions, and the link is below. Join us, and we're kind of going to be talking about, this is not a Bible study. We're just going to have discussions and talking about what we got out of this week's focus, okay? All right, so this week's focus is knowing your goal. And so step one is write it down. Write everything down. Write every goal, every aspiration, every dream. This is the time to dream big. Write it down that you have ever imagined to accomplish in your lifetime, okay? If you don't know what you used to dream, this is the time where you go back. When I was a little girl, that was the time where everybody used to tell me, be creative. Everything's possible, right? But over time, when I got older, it was more like, no, you need to be realistic. What type of job will you get? I remember when I tried to look for what I wanted to do for college, people were like, well, okay, if you do that, realistically, what type of job are you going to get? And so it was kind of more now, don't dream big. Don't believe for the impossible, right? But I'm here to tell you, dream big. Go back to your childhood, because this is a place where you will start to understand your purpose and your call when you go back to what you saw yourself doing. What did you imagine yourself doing when you were younger? Some of the things that you imagined yourself doing. This is a time for the first step. You're just going to jot it down. You're going to just do like a dump and write everything you saw yourself doing. For me, I envision myself a lot. And I remember one time I used to take pictures a lot. And I always saw photography as part of my future. Who would have thought that now I do digital design? Like I do digital design work, and that's part of photography, taking pictures. I was, dating myself. This wasn't the era of Facebook, but if Facebook was in when I was doing all the things, I did scrapbooking and all that stuff. But if Facebook was in then, some of my friends probably be mad because I kept documentation on everything. That was just my thing. And so now thinking back, it's part of my life now. And so dream big, think about the visions and jot it down. That's step one. Okay. All right. So once you write every goal down that you have imagined and accomplished in your lifestyle, what do you see yourself doing? What are some of those things that you see yourself doing? And on the goal in mind, as far as that is concerned, how does the finish look like to you? Like truly think of feel the emotion side of that. Like once you accomplish this thing, what will be other things that you can do later on? Okay. All right. So step two, and this is gonna sound like the same thing, but this is something now you're gonna pick out of all those things that you wrote down. You're gonna pick what draws to you. You're gonna pick one thing out that really truly draws to you. Like mine was photography, then it was I do music, so whatever draws to you. For this year, I'm going to be focusing more on music, on the music side that God has given me giftings in. So but I'm kind of like diving in more about how I'm going to do the music side of this. Okay. And we're all going to share at the Winner Circle, if you want to, share what came out of that stuff that might have been buried that now is going to come in fruition. So once you look at your list that you did in step one, all right, now you're going to go through that list and see what like kind of comes out to you, right? Once you do that, in step 2, all right, you're going to write personal goals in order to achieve what you visioned. I hope that makes sense. So now you're going to write these goals down. You're going to write down how can you apply that to your life daily in reaching that goal, so that that vision can come to place. Okay, now this can be through journaling. This also can come through, like, now vision boards are very popular. A lot of people do vision boards. They do digital vision boards. However way you do it, just put it down. Does that make sense? Just get it out of this noggin and put it down. Like, I have on my phone, I have a digital, like, it comes up, you know, I got mine for, well, now see, you don't want to do it. Usually when you try to do something, it won't work, but it usually comes up. And I mean, I do it, and it does work. We just had a vision board thing, and it was a blessing. I heard testimonies. There was a lady, she came with her vision board from 2022, and she was telling us all the things that came to fruition on her just having this vision board, or whatever the case may be. All right. So, and then once you get all those things, pause it. That's cool. Take your time, because this is something we're doing for this whole week. Okay. And then step 3, okay? This is when, once you write all the goals, now you got to pick like one specific goal. And this is where you're going to write it down and make it plain. Make it clear, okay? You're going to write how... You're gonna write what do I want to accomplish, like how you, like that main vision, like what do you want to accomplish, because you're here now. What do you want to accomplish? Okay, and then how will I know when it's accomplished? Like how are you gonna know when you accomplish it, and how can that goal be accomplished? Okay. And does this seem worthwhile? Like, is it worth the time or the effort to do this? And then when you want to actually reach that goal, like, is it December? Is it, next January? You know what I mean? So when do you want to reach that goal? Okay. What I just talked about is an actual evidence-based tool. It's called the SMART Goals tool. And so in your worksheet, it's going to kind of break it down, and you're going to write. So a lot of the stuff I'm saying, it breaks it down, and you'll have things to do in your workbook. It'll break it down for you if you have your workbook. Okay. All right. So step 1, dream big. Dream as big as you possibly can do. Right. Step 2, choose one of those goals from that big old vision that you had for yourself. From that one big vision, you're going to choose one goal, right? And then you're going to write it down. Okay? And then step 3, you're going to get more clearer about it. All right? You're going to be more clear in this thing. Okay? And that is for week 1, right? So I am so excited for you guys that you are focusing on your goals, because in our busyness, because we are women of purpose, right? That means we're busy. Some of us are wives, some of us are mothers, some of us are business owners. We have all these hats, right? Daughters. When you're being more intentional of your own individuality, I'm telling you, this is a good thing for us. And yes, I said us, because I am doing it right along with y'all. Again, you know, I have to give my little commercial. Join us at the Winner's Circle. It's every Tuesday. We are starting it today, actually. We're starting it, and we're gonna work on this together. And then come the ending of the week, you will get for next week, okay? And next week, which I'm truly excited, we're gonna be talking about how you can turn your weaknesses into strengths. Because a lot of times we don't finish our goals because we have weaknesses. We have weaknesses that can cause us to stumble, right? And so we're gonna talk about the weaknesses and how we can turn those things into strengths, okay? And so that would be next week, all right? I'm so elated to see the discussion on that week. But that's next week. We're talking about this week. I can't wait to see y'all. Can't. Go below. Join us at the Winner's Circle. It's at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Also below is the way you can get a workbook. Below, there's a link on how you can get a workbook. So I want to get it to you. It's free. This is free. I'm not trying to charge nobody. I'm just trying to get it out there. That's all I'm trying to do is just get it out there, okay? Oh, I'm so excited. Until then, walk on and stay strong. Love you guys. Bye.